on the count of three, table read Landlord. Give me something spirited. It is Halloween by you know what I mean? So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Table read Landlord.
Holy shit.
Landlord, written by Dominique Mouton. The landlords are like the tapeworm in the belly of the nation, devouring the substance of the people. Act 1. Exterior, Oak Creek Village, night. Midnight, Thanksgiving. A light wind pushes fall leaves around a picturesque creekside Conejo Valley neighborhood. This is Oak Creek Village. Oak Creek is surrounded by rolling hills and old-growth oak trees. The peaceful sounds of nature envelop the area. Crickets, frogs, owls, distant coyotes yipping. Exterior, the bungalow, night. At the end of a cul-de-sac sits a quaint bungalow home, still and eerie, illuminated by the bright full moon. Moldy jack-o'-lanterns left from Halloween rot on the porch. Interior, the bungalow, night. Flickering light from a TV flashes underneath a bedroom door. Bedroom. An inebriated Tim Evans, 40s, is passed out on a bed without sheets. Empty beer cans and wine bottles litter the floor. There's a Twilight Zone marathon on the TV that's been unwatched for hours. On the bedside table, a framed photo of Tim with his wife and young kid in better times. Tim's cell phone teeters on the edge of the table. On the phone screen, 6 missed calls. The phone buzzes as an unknown number calls again. Vibrations send the phone to the floor. Crack! Tim bolts upright. Disoriented, he reaches for the shattered phone. He answers it, slurring his words.
Yeah, hello?
On the phone, heavy breathing, followed by deep, drawn-out slurping noises. Tim fumbles for the remote to mute the TV.
Gina, is that you, babe?
A male voice is muttering on the other end of the line.
Need to raise the rent.
What? I paid the rent.
Need to raise the rent.
You think you can intimidate me? I know my rights.
I need.
Listen, fuck you. Fuck your rent. Consider this my 30-day notice.
Tim hangs up the phone, tosses it to the side. Wide awake, but a bit wobbly, Tim gets out of bed. His jeans are unzipped, his sweater wrinkled, his feet bare. Kitchen. Tim opens the mostly empty fridge, takes out a block of cheddar cheese. The fridge light reveals a gross, cluttered kitchen with toys strewn about. As Tim searches for a clean plate, he knocks over a Lego pirate ship. The pieces scatter everywhere.
Crap.
Tim bends over to pick up the broken structure. He looks at it, sad for a moment, then puts it back on the counter. A Lego piece with a sharp edge remains on the floor. A few minutes later, Tim vomits beer and cheddar into the sink. He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand and goes back to the fridge. In the darkness, Tim hears the front door creak open. He turns the light on and looks out the window. Nothing. As he steps back, his right foot lands directly on the Lego.
Oh, shit! Shit!
Furious, Tim pulls out the Lego lodged into the bottom of his right foot. Drops of blood trickle out. The front door slams shut. At this, Tim begins to panic. He limps over to the front door. Tim observes that the door is locked. No sign of disturbance. Exterior, the bungalow, night. On the front porch, Tim looks around. Nothing but darkness and the silhouette of trees. Interior, the bungalow, moments later. Tim returns inside, relocks the door, turns out the lights. As he limps back to his bedroom, he stops and listens. A heavy, wet sliding sound approaches. There's no time to respond before something yanks him to the floor. Tim looks down at his bleeding foot. To his horror, a naked, bloated man has latched his mouth onto the foot. The man's skin is slimy, unnaturally darkened, and ridged. Tim freaks.
Get off me! Get off!
Desperate, he tries to kick the bloated man off. But the man sucks and slurps and moans, consuming the foot whole. Tim screams in the dark, hopeless. Exterior, Pacific Coast Highway, day. A perfect day in Malibu. Sunny, 79 degrees, shimmering green-blue ocean waves. Songs are written about days like this. A top-of-the-line BMW from a few years ago drives down PCH. Interior, car moving, day. A woman with unruly curls sits in the passenger seat, her feet on the dashboard. MIKA Deacon, late 20s. She's breezy and granola, but solid. Mike ignores the ocean views.
Mika.
Just making sure you're paying attention. MIKA ignores the ocean views, scrolls her phone as her boyfriend, David Brewer, 30s, drives. Everything about Malibu speaks to his soul right now.
MIKA, are you seeing this? These views are insane.
According to Wikipedia, 50% of Oak Creek Village's population is over 75 years old.
If this is December, imagine what summer is like.
MIKA stares at David, waits for a response.
What?
You're moving us into a retirement community.
First, we're just looking. Zero obligations. Second, older people means it's safe. A lot safer than San Francisco.
What's the point of being safe if you're bored?
David looks at her feet on the dash.
Ever see what happens to a person's legs when airbags deploy in that position?
Why would the airbags deploy?
In a wreck?
We're not gonna wreck.
Shit happens.
Then maybe you should trade this thing in for a minivan.
Not gonna happen.
Interior, exterior, car moving. Oak Creek Village, day. David and MIKA drive into the tree-lined community. The homes are small, cozy, and folksy.
It's cute. I'll give it that.
Moments later, they arrive at a cul-de-sac where a charming bungalow home sits. The same bungalow where we last saw Tim. It's far less menacing in daylight. From the porch, a large, sweaty man in a stretched-out polo and jorts waves. This is Johannes Latimalt, 60s.
Is that the landlord?
Probably. Be nice.
MIKA recognizes his nervousness and takes his hand.
Credit scores aren't everything. Let's dazzle him with our charm, yeah?
Yeah, we got this.
Exterior, the bungalow, day. Johannes smiles grimly at David and MIKA as they approach, revealing teeth that resemble candy corn.
Welcome. I'm Johannes.
David, this is MIKA.
A pleasure to meet you.
Johannes extends a hand out to David, then MIKA. Squish. MIKA looks at her hand. It's covered in a viscous layer of sweat. David subtly wipes his hand on his jeans.
Lovely place you've got here.
I know. How about we get out of this hot sun and head inside?
Interior, the bungalow, day. The home is old-fashioned, but inviting and bright. Large windows overlook the creek.
What can I do for you?
Fuck off, Siri. Thank you. Fuck Siri. Sorry, you guys. I don't know how that happened.
From the home?
Yeah.
The home is old-fashioned, but inviting and bright. Large windows overlook the creek.
Looks even better in person.
The original structure was built in 1901. You see, it retains a lot of those characteristics.
Bet it's worth a fortune now, huh?
Rent's $5,000. Cash or check only.
Getting down to brass tacks.
You won't find a better deal in the area.
MIKA is still repulsed by her soiled hand.
I'm gonna look at the kitchen.
You're in for a treat.
She nods politely, heads to the kitchen.
I'll show you the master suite.
Oh, you mean primary suite.
Johannes stops dead in his tracks, smiles grotesquely.
Master's a bit outdated.
Outdated? You mean masters no longer exist?
An awkward beat. Johannes serves another grotesque smile.
Call it what you like. It remains the same. Come.
Interior, exterior, kitchen, day. MIKA washes her hands in the sink. She looks out the window where water flows down the tree-shrouded creek. On the opposite side of the creek, two boys roughhouse playfully. The intensity increases. The bigger boy violently pushes the smaller one, takes out a knife. Disturbed, Mika bangs on the window.
Hey! Stop that!
They don't notice her. The large boy jabs his playmate in the gut with a knife. A moment later, both kids are laughing. The knife is a wooden toy. Relieved, but still shaking, Mika regains her composure.
Get it together, girl.
Interior, bedroom, day. David walks around the large bedroom. Johannes watches him carefully, unblinking.
What do you do for a living?
I started out in tech. Now I mostly invest in startups. A little crypto on the side. Stocks.
Ah, Silicon Valley guy. Big money.
I sold an app last year.
For how much?
Let's say 7 figures.
Yet you're looking to rent.
We just sold our condo in the Bay Area. Don't want to get tied down to another mortgage.
So, you like to buy things, sell things, but no steady income.
I'll show bank statements if you want. Or my investment portfolio.
No security in your line of work. Very unstable, unpredictable.
David hesitates, unsure how to respond to his bluntness.
David is a creator,
Mika steps into the room.
an entrepreneur. It takes imagination, passion, instinct to do what he does. He's not a 9-to-5 worker bee. There's high risk and high reward in what he does. All investments are risky. As a landlord, you're in the same boat.
Your wife wears the pants well, doesn't she?
We're not married.
Johannes' eyebrows raise at this.
Are you planning to work?
I was a teacher, but I'm taking a break.
We're starting a family soon.
A baby?
Maybe. We'll see.
Johannes' eyes go wide. His wet lips quiver. He wobbles.
Are you all right?
Diabetes. I get a little lightheaded if I don't eat it.
Exterior, bungalow front porch, day. Johannes sweats even more profusely than before. Mika and David stand around, uncomfortable.
Let's do this another day.
You're a nice couple. Know what? I have the lease. You can sign today.
Really?
We need to think it over.
There's many applicants. If you don't want it, I'll move on.
Could you give us a moment?
No.
Johannes looks at his wrist as if there's a watch on it.
I have another person coming by in a few minutes.
We have other properties to look at too, Johannes.
Fine. 3 minutes.
He totters towards his truck parked across the house.
We should go for it.
Are you kidding? This guy's weird.
Maybe. But it's kind of perfect. He didn't even ask for a credit check.
You don't think that's sketchy?
The house is cute as hell. You're outside LA. It's a safe area.
Sure, but something is off.
Mika, this could be our best chance at finding a place.
We've barely looked.
I can't take the humiliation of having to explain my bankruptcy over and over again.
Mika knows he's right, but she's unhappy.
Please? It'll be just for a year until we get things back on track.
Interior kitchen, day. David signs his name on the lease. He hands the pen to Mika, who hesitates a moment before doing the same. Johannes takes the paper, folds it into his pocket.
The contract itself is just a piece of paper. It's your word that matters. So many previous tenants have been disappointing. They made promises they didn't keep.
You make renting seem so serious.
It's how my family and I eat. There's nothing more serious.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
One more thing. Do you have pets?
2 cats. Is that a problem?
The more the merrier.
Exterior, the bungalow, day. Mika carries a crate with 2 brother cats, Carl and Max. Super, day 1. David alternates between looking at his phone and directing the movers as they unload boxes from a moving truck.
Working hard or?
Hardly working.
I'm gonna bring Carl and Max inside. Make sure the movers don't open the office door.
Yep, got it.
Interior, office, day. Mika releases the cats from the crate. They sniff around, wary. Max, skittish, runs back inside the crate. Mika strokes his head. He responds with an angry grrr.
Aw, Max. You'll get used to it.
Exterior, the bungalow, day. David sits on the front steps with his laptop. He puts a vape pen to his mouth. His phone buzzes.
Hello? Brandon, can you hear me? Hold on, I have no bars. I'll call you back.
Exterior street, day. David walks away from the house, phone in the air. A decrepit elderly woman, Mrs. White, pushes a friendly, wheelchair-bound Dr. Daniels, 80s. David gives them a tight, obligatory smile as he walks by.
Hello there. You're the new Oak Creek resident.
David Brewer.
I'm Dr. Daniels, president of the Oak Creek HOA. And this is my sister, Mrs. White.
You're young. What do you do?
Like for work?
I'm not interested in your hobbies. Yes, what's your line of work?
Long story short, I work from home.
And you can afford to live here?
Confused by the question, David considers how to respond.
That's not something you need to worry about.
My sister doesn't mean to be rude.
It's fine.
You know, everybody calls your bungalow Hansel and Gretel on account of it being so darn cute.
You can't afford it, can you?
We should head back. It was nice to meet you, David.
He turns to his sister and waves his hands in the air.
Horse, make tracks.
Mrs. White spins her chair around, gives David a last glance. Exterior, the bungalow, day. Mika spots David up the road as he walks back, his phone still in the air.
There you are. Do you know where the cat food is?
I'll take a look.
Okay, thanks. Who were those people?
Crackpots. They're in the HOA.
I didn't know there was an HOA.
That's right. We've got friends in high places now.
David walks toward the house.
We need to get Wi-Fi ASAP.
Interior, the bungalow, night. Half-eaten Chinese takeout and half-unpacked boxes everywhere. Mika tidies up. David sits on the floor with his laptop right next to a brand new modem and router. The face of his fast-talking best friend fills the computer screen. Brandon Rao, 30s.
Dude, Brocoin is blowing up. We're up 20% in 1 week. 1 week.
Dude, that's insane.
So what's it gonna take for you to make the leap? Now's the time.
Mika shoots daggers in David's direction.
My portfolio's so packed right now.
Don't lose your edge, man. Mika's got you playing Little House on the Prairie, living out some Hausfrau fantasy.
At this, Mika storms over to the computer screen. She flips Brandon off with both hands.
Hi, Brandon.
Mika, classy as ever.
Brandon flips two birds back. Mika sticks her tongue out.
Jeez. I gotta go.
David slaps the laptop shut. Mika smiles, pleased.
That was very unnecessary.
He sets the computer aside, kisses her. Interior, bedroom, night. In the dark, Mika and David are under the covers.
You're not gonna let Brandon screw you over again, right?
Obviously, not my plan.
Good. This housefrau doesn't feel like hiding your body in the creek.
Housewife, you are not.
I like being a fur mama too much.
Mika looks at Carl and Max snuggled at the edge of the bed.
Since we're on the topic of babies,
Are we?
we can't keep them frozen forever.
David, we just moved. Let's get settled first.
We've got our nest egg from the condo. Promising investments.
It's not the money, honestly. You really want to raise a kid in a crazy world like this?
What happened to you is horrible. But we're not in SF anymore. You're safe here.
Mika smiles, appreciative but uncertain. Interior, bedroom, later. In bed, Mika stares at the ceiling. The symphony of nocturnal wildlife keeps her up. David snoozes next to her. Her eyelids flutter as she finally drifts off. Low, vibrating, throbbing noises, rhythmic pulsating, slow, as if the house is breathing. Max the cat looks up. He goes to the windowsill and looks out into the darkness. Outside the window, the shape of a human face stares back. Interior, kitchen, day. The next morning, Mika unpacks dishes into the cabinets. Super, day 2. David walks in, disheveled.
The movers here yet?
Nope.
You're up early.
Couldn't sleep. Figured I might as well get up and be productive.
David approaches her, concern on his face.
Nightmares?
Changing settings didn't magically make them go away. Go figure.
They will.
Mika wants to object, but doesn't have the energy. David touches her arm reassuringly.
Sure.
Interior, office, day. Dressed for jogging, Mika refills the cat food bowls. Carl happily gobbles the kibble.
That was a funny one.
It really is. Just like it. Max cowers in the corner. Mika calls him over with a sound. He doesn't budge. Exterior road, day. Mika jogs up the road, takes in the scenery. Mrs. White's house. Mika runs past Mrs. White, who tends to her garden.
What you running from?
Excuse me?
Last time I saw someone run that fast, it was from a bear.
Mika doubles back, comes closer to Mrs. White's house.
I like your garden.
Mrs. White can hardly suppress a pleased smile.
It's the best in the neighborhood.
Interior, Mrs. White's sitting room, day. Mrs.
Darin's got the game.
Interior, Mrs. White's sitting room, day. Mrs. White pours Mika a glass of ice water from a pitcher. A large fly buzzes around Mika. She shoos it.
Oak Creek was built on Chumash Indian land. It's why everything grows so nice. How they got those people off the land, not so nice.
I can only imagine.
Your bungalow was the very first house built in Oak Creek.
Really? I didn't know that.
Surprised Johannes didn't tell you. He is very proud of that fact.
Do you know him well?
Known him since I was a girl. He's older than me, believe it or not. Right around 115.
Mika nearly spits out her water.
115 years old?
God's honest truth. At the turn of the 20th century, our grandfathers were business partners who sought to purchase this land for cattle ranching. Of course, there was already a Chumash village here, but that was only a mild inconvenience to them.
The fly continues buzzing in Mika's ear. She's very skeptical, but very captivated by Mrs. White's story.
Anyway, first they had to acquire the land from the Rays family. The Rays were one of the original families to receive land grants from the Spanish-Mexican government. In the end, a lot of blood was spilled on this soil.
Mrs. White is lost in thought. Mika grins, uncomfortable.
Don't tell me it's cursed or something.
I like to think it's blessed.
Mika goes to take another sip of her water. Before she can, Mrs. White reaches over, puts 2 fingers in her cup.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Mrs. White opens her wet hand, a dead fly in her palm. Mika recoils as Mrs. White's eyes grow wide and intense.
I can smell your trauma. It's that husband of yours, isn't it?
He's not my husband. Thanks for the water. I should go.
He can't protect you.
I have to unpack.
Hold on.
Mrs. White opens a drawer, hands Mika a tiny bag of seeds.
Seeds to get your garden started. Best heirloom tomatoes you'll ever eat. And they're HOA approved.
Mika hesitates before she takes them. Exterior, the bungalow, day. Mika returns home, feathers still a little ruffled. Outside, Johannes stands with David. Johannes wears the same clothes as when they met him. He looks plumper now, and his shirt fits significantly tighter.
What's going on?
Apparently, someone complained that we left furniture outside.
But we're literally moving.
I know. People around here have time on their hands. Busybodies.
Sorry you had to come all this way for something so silly.
I'm just a few minutes away. Call anytime. I'll be here in a jiffy.
Thanks, Johannes. Appreciate it.
Mika observes David's fawning expression. Interior, office, day. Mika sorts through a box of clothes. Carl rubs against her leg, needy for attention. She looks around for Max.
Max?
She makes the sound. Nothing. Panic begins to settle in as she realizes he's not in the room. Exterior, the bungalow, day. Mika runs out to David, who still chats with Johannes.
Where's Max?
What do you mean?
He's gone. Did the moving guys go in the office?
I don't know. I don't think so. You sure you looked in the house?
Of course I did! Help me look outside.
Exterior, road, day. Mika and David frantically search for Max. They approach an elderly neighbor who walks down the street.
Excuse me, have you seen a black cat around here?
No, sorry.
Tears well in Mika's eyes as they keep walking. Exterior, trail, day. Mika and David search along a wooded trail near the house.
Max!
You think he went to the creek?
Exterior, creek, day. Mika and David walk along the creek, looking around. They head downstream. Behind their bungalow, Johannes stands near the water.
No luck with your kitty?
He's a smart cat. He'll turn up.
Near Johannes, Mika notices a black mass near the water. Is it Max? She runs towards it. David, confused, follows. Sure enough, it's Max. Mika pulls him up, soaking wet and unconscious. Mika cradles him to her chest.
Oh my God, is he alive?
David leans in, puts his ear close to Max's face. Max's breaths are short and small.
He's breathing.
But Mika isn't concerned about his breath.
David, look.
Max is covered in juicy, shiny, black leeches. They're bulging, sucking on the small, bloody animal. David puts his hand to his mouth as if he's going to be sick.
Do you have the car keys? We've got to get to a vet now.
Johannes watches as the horrified couple run to their car. A bemused smile crosses his face.
I love that.
Genius.
Interior, vet clinic, day. Mika and David sit, anxious. The veterinarian approaches.
All right, so those were definitely leeches. They've been removed.
Unbelievable. I've never even seen a leech in my entire life.
Well, they're not common around here, let alone in the creek.
Poor little guy.
Max lost a lot of blood, but he'll be okay. Make sure he stays inside. There's a lot of predators out there that a house cat doesn't stand a chance against.
The vet walks back to the office.
I don't get it. He's terrified of going outside.
Cats hate change. He probably freaked with everything going on.
David squeezes her hand, but Mika isn't at all reassured. Exterior, the bungalow, day. A bright, sunny day. Mika tends to her garden out front. She sprinkles diatomaceous earth on the ground. Super. Day 60. Mika picks up a large rock, moves it out of the way. Underneath, a dozen squirming slugs. Disgusted, she pours diatomaceous earth directly on them. The white powder clumps and dries them out. Squishy, wet footsteps from behind. Mika turns to see Johannes getting out of his truck. He's more bloated and engorged than ever. His oily hair is plastered to his head.
Johannes, hi.
I'm here to look at that drain David's been complaining about.
Oh, from 2 weeks ago.
It's not a perfect world, is it?
Johannes, excuse me.
Fucking asshole.
Johannes signals to the garden tools.
The HOA is particular about plants.
I spoke with Dr. Daniels. We're in the clear.
What a relief.
He steps closer to her.
I have a birthday next week. My family always does a big dinner. You and David must come.
That's so nice of you. I'll check with David to make sure we're free.
Johannes stares at her, unblinking. unsmiling.
But I'm sure we can go.
That's great news.
By the way, it's probably better if you call ahead next time.
I'm old enough to remember days people managed fine without phones.
115, right?
He makes a confused face.
That's what Mrs. White said.
Johannes explodes in jovial laughter.
Mrs. White is nice, but the poor old thing is senile. I'm 69. Not as sensational as 115, but there it is.
He heads back to his parked truck, starts the engine.
Hey, what about the drain?
But Johannes is already pulling away. Interior, office, day. David hunches over at his desk in front of several computer monitors. Mika stands at the doorway.
Please don't tell me you said yes.
You think I want to go? But he really insisted.
Fine. Whatever.
He's on edge, anxious. Mika steps closer.
Is everything all right?
I have a headache and I need to get back to work.
David turns back to his computer screen. Mika picks up Carl.
You don't have to be a dick about it.
She leaves, slams the door shut behind her. Interior, bedroom, night. Under the covers alone, Mika watches TV in the dark. Carl sleeps at the foot of the bed. Mika turns to her side, closes her eyes. Begin Mika's dream. Interior, nursery, day. A pretty, colorful room. In the center, a cradle sways back and forth. Mika, dressed in black, steps to the cradle. Mika pulls back the blanket to find an unmoving dead baby, completely covered in black leeches. Interior, bedroom, night. Mika's eyes shoot open. She's in bed but can't move, can't talk. Her eyeballs dart around in their sockets. On the side of her bed, the silhouette of a man stands over her. He's large, scary, evil, familiar. The man prods Mika's lower abdomen with his fingers. He presses harder and harder until his fingers pierce her skin. End Mika's dream. Interior, bedroom, night. Mika's eyes jolt open. Again, she's covered in sweat. The TV is still on, the lights still off. Max stands on her stomach, kneading her belly with his claws. His yellow eyes seem to glow in the dark.
Ow, get off.
She pushes him away. He hisses at her. Interior, car, night. David and Mika pull into Johannes' driveway. David already seems fed up as he parks the car. Super, day 65.
Let's agree to leave by 9. Deal?
It's 8 now.
An hour should be plenty of time.
Fine, you make the excuse.
Exterior, Johannes' home, night. Mika knocks on the front door, David sulking behind her. The door opens. Georgia Latimalt, 40s, a big woman with a friendly smile, beams at them.
You must be the Brewers. Oh, well, I'm Georgia, Johannes' daughter.
Actually, I'm Deacon, Mika Deacon. He's David Brewer.
I don't follow.
Georgia is truly confused. Mika opens her mouth to further clarify, but thinks better of it.
You know what? Never mind. Brewer is fine.
A relieved smile returns to George's face.
Okay, good.
Interior, Johannes' home, night. Georgia walks Mika and David through the house. It's straight out of a Gothic nightmare. Dark, dingy, stale. Decades of dust permeate every inch. Old-timey portraits of long-dead European ancestors hang crooked. David and Mika exchange looks. Yikes. Interior, Johannes' home, dining room, night. At a long dinner table, several dinner guests sit quietly. They're all as frail and decrepit as the house. They stare blankly at the couple as they enter with Georgia.
Everyone, meet the new tenants of the Oak Creek Bungalow. I have seats for you both here.
Georgia directs them to 2 chairs.
Could I use your bathroom?
Oh, certainly. It's just down the hall.
I'll be right back.
David disappears as Mika, annoyed by his departure, takes her seat. She looks at the dry, motionless faces around her. Georgia grips Mika's shoulder.
Daddy will be here soon. He's just finishing some business nearby.
He works pretty late.
Landlording is a 24/7 job.
I didn't realize he owned multiple properties.
Oh, yes, many.
Georgia gives another big, empty smile.
I've got a few things to finish in the kitchen. Make yourself at home.
She scampers away, leaving Mika alone with strangers. A brittle man with tattoo sleeves gawks at her from across the table. He wants to say something, struggles to speak.
Maddie.
Way to hold it together, Jack. Way to hold it together.
Sorry?
The man holds out a balled fist towards Mika. He drops a Lego piece into her open palm.
Thank you. That's nice.
She tries to give the piece back, but he looks away. Mika pulls out her phone, texts David.
Thanks for ditching me. Hurry back.
Interior, Johannes' home. Hallway, night. David wanders down a long, narrow corridor with numerous doors. A dim light bulb flickers.
Where the hell am I?
Impatient, he tries to open one of the doors. It's locked. He tries another. Locked. David continues down the hall. He chooses a random door, turns the knob. It opens. Interior, Johannes' home. Bathroom, continuous. David walks into the dark room. He fumbles around for a light switch on the wall. Finds it, turns it on. To his shock, a gigantic man stands at the toilet bowl, his pants down. Fred Lathamalt, 20s. He's not a nice guy. Fred turns his head to look at David.
Sorry, dude. I didn't...
Fred pees in the toilet, not moving. Stares at David with beady eyes and a head too small for his body. As David backs away, he catches a glimpse of what should be the guy's genitals. Instead, Fred holds a large, deformed leech with sharp teeth with both hands. Too stunned to speak, David scrambles to get out. He falls on his rear. Fred zips up his pants, walks over to David.
Hey man, it's all good. I'm Fred.
Interior, Johannes' home. Dining room, night. Mika is miserable. Finally, she stands up from the table.
Pardon me.
Predictably, the decrepit dinner guests don't respond. Mika's about to go down the hallway when she bumps into Fred. She's astonished by his excessive height.
Are you with that dorky guy?
One more time.
Are you with that dorky guy?
David?
He told me to tell you he'd probably be in the bathroom for a while. Some kind of stomach thing.
That's weird. He was fine when we got here. I texted him.
Good luck getting reception in this place.
Fred extends a sweaty hand. Mika takes it. Squish. Ugh.
I'm Fred.
Mika.
She looks back at the dinner table.
And who are they? They don't say much.
Grandpa's friends.
Johannes is your grandfather?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Fred looks Mika up and down, inspecting her closely.
Grandpa told us you intended to have children soon. Pregnant women get so big.
That actually works in this scene.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, it actually works.
I was thinking
Yeah.
I was going to keep it. It's funny.
Grandpa told him.
Grandpa told us you intend to have children soon. Pregnant women get so big. Full.
Ew.
His lips quiver, his chin trembles. He's salivating. Grossed out, Mika takes a step back.
Yeah, they do. But we'll go through a surrogate when the time's right.
Why?
I'd rather not discuss it.
Why not?
'Cause it's none of your business?
Fred's jaw goes slack.
So, no babies?
Frederick! Enough!
Johannes stomps into the room, glowers at Fred. Fred immediately falls back, petulant.
My nephew bothering you?
You mean grandson?
Sure.
Mika looks at her phone. It's 8:30 p.m.
It's late. I should check on David.
You're leaving? I just got here.
He has a lot of work to do.
She tries to go around Fred, but he stands in her way.
What about my birthday?
Happy birthday. We need to go.
Johannes' face contorts through a range of emotions. Disappointment, fury, finally landing on indignation.
My sister cooked. All day.
Just then, David stumbles into the room. Mika runs to him. He goes weak as she supports him on her shoulder.
Let's get you home.
Johannes shoots a pointed look at Fred, who looks away. Georgia comes out of the kitchen with a gigantic pot of food, a goulash of some kind. She sets it on the table.
Everybody, ready to dig in?
Thank you, but David's not feeling well. We appreciate your hospitality.
George's face drops. An old woman at the table coughs uncontrollably. Blood droplets splatter across the table and into the pot. Mika winces, unable to hide her disgust. End of Act 1.
Excellent.
We'll take 15 minutes, grab a drink, grab a bathroom break, smoke some weed, whatever you guys want to do. I don't know.
Just don't look at that clip. I'll say that.
Act 2. In search of a fresh start, Mika and David arrived in Oak Creek Village, a charming, sleepy California town with a bloody history. Despite Mika's misgivings about their new landlord, Johannes Latemolt, David convinced her that renting a bungalow home from him would be the answer to their problems. But their arrival got off to a frightening start after their cat Max turned up in the creek, nearly drowned and covered in blood-sucking leeches. The couple befriended oddball neighbors, Mrs. White and her brother, Dr. Daniels. In an unbelievable revelation, Mrs. White alleged that Johannes was a whopping 115 years old. Things took a nasty turn at Johannes' birthday dinner, where Mika and David met Johannes' freaky family and witnessed disturbing details about his home life. The evening left Mika seriously spooked and David indisposed. One thing is certain, the Latemolts are bad news, and not to be underestimated. Interior, kitchen, day.
He was like the Jolly Green Giant.
Freaking Addams Family.
I can laugh now, but I was terrified.
And that table of corpses. What was up with that?
Who knows? I'm just glad you're okay now.
The last thing I remember was looking for the bathroom.
Fred said you had a stomach problem.
I did?
David squints, tries to remember.
I don't recall.
Wait, seriously?
I gotta jump on a call with Brandon. We're talking to more investors. High rollers. Could be lucrative, Mika. We're gonna make everything back and more.
David chugs his coffee, kisses Mika. She's pleasantly surprised by his good mood. He walks away, a light buoyancy in his stride. Interior, bathroom, day. David, disheveled, unshaven, sits on the toilet staring at his phone. He reads an article with the headline, Brocoin in Jeopardy. Technical challenges derail crypto startup.
Shit!
Super. Day 180. David flushes the toilet and washes his hands at the sink. His phone buzzes. It's Brandon. He picks up.
Yo, you've got to chill.
The chill ship has sailed. This is amateur hour stuff. We're gonna spook the investors.
The blockchain tech ran into some issues. Our guys tell me the transaction times are back up.
You're sure?
The sink is stopped up. David removes the drain stopper.
Duh! That article is from a BS blog no one cares about.
David reaches into the drain, pulls out a soggy clump of hair. He makes a face.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. The drain is clogged. Again. I need you to understand. I put my entire savings into this. Mika doesn't know. So this is it. This has to work.
And it will. Trust me.
Famous last words. I'll see you in a couple hours.
David hangs up the phone and steps outside the bathroom.
Mika, do we have any more Drano?
We're out. Want me to go get some?
Forget it. I'm gonna shower.
David closes the door, turns on the shower faucet, and undresses. He steps into the shower. He lathers up, washes his body and face. His eyes closed, he can't see a black-red gooey blob slowly squeezing through a shower head hole. It looks like a blood clot. David remains oblivious, washes his hair as the blob makes its way out with the water, flops onto David's head. He rubs it as he shampoos, still not noticing. The blob slides down David's back, buttocks, and legs. It drops to the shower floor, right under David's feet. Squish! David slips and falls. The back of his head slams on the tile wall. Dazed, he touches the back of his head. Blood. The blood flows away from him into the drain. Finally, David notices the blob. It notices him, too.
What the?
The blob soaks in David's blood, drinking. David watches, horrified, his hand over his mouth. The blob has its fill, then slides down the drain with the water. Interior, kitchen, day. Agitated with a bandage around his head, David paces the kitchen. Johannes' voice is on his cell's speakerphone.
A leech. In the shower.
Or something leech-like.
I'll stop by tomorrow.
Okay, but we're having guests over tonight. It could be dangerous.
My invitation must have gotten lost in the mail. Along with the rent.
Let us pay online and you'd have your money right now.
Always about you. And what's convenient for you.
That's not fair.
Fair. Fair. Is it fair that you only call me when you need something? When you have complaints or want something fixed?
You're the landlord. What else would we call about?
Johannes goes silent for a beat. Dial tone. Interior, living room, night. Post-dinner. David and Mika play a half-ass game of Monopoly with their guests Brandon and his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Ava Yoshi, 25. She's way too good for him.
That's the last time you get to be the banker.
What do you mean?
I saw you swipe a 50.
Don't be a narc. Cheating's the point.
Mika stands up with her empty wine glass.
Anyone want more wine?
Yes, please.
If by wine you mean tequila, yes.
Mika rolls her eyes, heads to the kitchen.
This place is so cute. Cozy.
Thanks, Ava. We really like it.
It's not as bad as I pictured. I'll say that.
20 minutes to the beach, 45 to LA. I'm gonna move here.
No crackheads or bums in sight. You're living the dream.
Mika returns with a new bottle of red wine.
Living the dream?
We were just saying how great Oak Creek is.
Mika hesitates a beat too long. Brandon catches the look she shoots David.
Hey, I saw that.
What?
Something's amiss in paradise. What is it?
Nothing.
Our landlord.
What about your landlord?
He's a
quirky.
psycho.
Which is it?
He's a freak. Not in a quirky way either.
The guy's a little intense.
Don't downplay it. He watched us.
Watched you what?
David didn't tell you?
Interior, kitchen, day, flashback. Mika and David make out in the kitchen. Passionate, heavy petting.
It was last week. He showed up unannounced late afternoon.
Johannes stands outside, stares into the kitchen window with desirous, intense eyes. Mika's lids flutter open, making eye contact with Johannes. Horror spreads across her face.
Oh my God!
Mika scrambles to close her unbuttoned blouse. David turns around to see Johannes still standing outside, grinning. Interior, living room, night, back to present. Mika is disgusted as she recounts the story.
And then he just got into his truck like nothing happened.
So he's some kind of stalker.
Sounds like he enjoys a free show.
Ava elbows Brandon in the ribs.
He just shows up whenever he wants but refuses to do any of the repairs. Like today, he straight up told us he wasn't gonna fix the drain.
He's old school.
David, there's leeches in the drain. They drank your blood.
Ew. Glad we opted for the hotel.
Why are you still living here?
Another 6 months on the lease.
Break it. It's not worth it.
That's exactly what I said, especially since the surrogate lives so far.
Mika looks to David. Oops, she just spilled the beans.
You guys are having a baby?
Mika nods. Joy spreads across Ava's face. She squeals, jumps up and tackles Mika with a hug.
Out of wedlock? But what will the neighbors say?
Johannes is certainly excited. Anytime a baby is mentioned, he makes this little whimpering, moaning sound as if he's hungry.
For a moment, the room goes silent. Then, doorbell ding-dongs. Jumpy, the group goes tense. They look at each other. Another ding-dong. Mika stands up.
Guys, it's a doorbell.
Mika goes to the front door. Front door. She looks into the peephole. Johannes' massive, unmistakable body stands on the porch. He holds up a toolbox, smiles wide. Interior, living room, later. The group sits, perturbed, as Johannes bangs and clangs in the bathroom.
Why didn't you tell us Hagrid was your landlord?
He slaps his knee in amusement. Ava rolls her eyes.
He can't keep doing this.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Johannes enters the living room, toolbox in hand.
All better.
What about the bugs?
Didn't see any.
Thanks for coming by.
At 10 p.m.
This generation, you can't wipe your own asses.
Johannes smiles, orange-yellow teeth gleaming. He notices the abandoned game of Monopoly on the coffee table.
Monopoly.
Thanks again. I'll walk you out.
I'd love to join.
Sorry, bro. We're not playing anymore.
Johannes' smile drops. He stares at Brandon, intimidating.
Worried an old man might beat you?
Interior, living room, later. Johannes rolls the Monopoly dice. He's totally engrossed by the game. The others sit around, bored and tired. He moves his piece 8 spaces, lands on boardwalk. He claps like a thrilled, animated child.
Boardwalk. And doubles. That means I roll again.
Johannes shoves Monopoly money at Brandon.
Whoopsie.
Johannes, we're super tired and our friends need to be going.
She looks to the other 3 for support.
Yeah, it's about that time.
No. We're just getting started.
Can I grab you a water for the road?
Johannes ignores them, counts as leftover money.
I hope you're still not upset about the other day. It's nice to see a young couple in love. But I have to ask, what's the point?
What do you mean?
You can't have children. So what's the point of intercourse?
What kind of a question is that?
It's a simple question.
Mika balls her fists, enraged.
Who do you think you are? There's more than one way to have kids.
Ah, technological freak show.
Johannes waves her away, rolls the dice again. He moves his piece to a property with a red hotel. Brandon smirks, smug.
That'll be $340.
Johannes counts his money. His face falls. It's not enough.
Oh, looks like you're gonna need to mortgage property. Or you give me boardwalk and call it even.
That's my property.
Not anymore, dude.
Brandon takes the boardwalk card. Johannes snatches it back.
It's my property!
It's just a game.
Your existence is a game, you simple little bitch.
Hey, get out of her face.
Mika looks to David, who stares blankly at the scene.
Are you gonna do something?
Like what?
Frustrated, she steps in between Johannes and Brandon.
Johannes, you need to leave now. You're not welcome here.
Not welcome? On my own property?
We've got rights, and I say go.
Johannes looks around at the 4 pair of eyes staring at him. He heads to the front door, throws Brandon a dirty look. Interior, Johannes' truck, night. Johannes sits on his truck, rather. Sorry?
It's on it.
Yeah, he sits upon it at the very top of the truck, seething. Johannes sits in his truck, seething. He glares at the bungalow, his eyes bulging from their sockets as his whole body trembles. He's sweaty, too. Sweat pours down his face, his clothes soaking wet. He clenches his jaw and grinds his teeth hard in a circular motion. It sounds like sandpaper.
It's my property.
Finally, he starts the car and drives away. Interior, the bungalow, night. Brandon and Ava put on their coats and gather their things. David hovers, disappointed.
I thought we were gonna talk Brocoin.
Come by the hotel in the morning.
Brandon pats David's shoulder. He waves to MIKA, who stands at the end of the hall, arms crossed. Ava gives MIKA a big hug.
Malibu tomorrow, right?
MIKA nods with a strained smile. Interior, exterior car moving. Canaan Doom Road, night. Brandon drives on the windy, dark road. Ava seems distressed.
Sorry, windy.
Oh, thank you. Could be windy though, right?
Windy, windy road.
The windy, windy road. Brandy.
She's a fine girl.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Brandon drives on the windy, dark road. Ava seems distressed.
Can you believe David just sat there? I feel so bad for Mika.
Yeah, well, she's the reason they moved in the first place.
Not like she asked to be attacked.
Just saying. He jumps through hoops for that chick. Doesn't have the alpha mentality.
Alpha? Seriously.
I love him, but he's a simp.
And you talk like a 15-year-old playing Call of Duty. Hope you know that's why I don't marry you.
They drive by Johannes' empty truck on the side of the road.
You're hardwired to seek a provider. That's why you stick around, waiting to see what happens with Brocoin.
One more word and I'm jumping out.
Tuck and roll, baby. Come on, you know I'm just messing with you.
I wonder sometimes.
Ava looks at him, angry but not in the mood to be. Brandon leans over to try and kiss her, but she pushes him away.
Asshole!
She looks back at the road and...
Brandon, watch out!
Up ahead, a massive, shapeless figure stands in the road. Brandon slams the brakes, comes to a screeching halt. Bulky but remarkably spry and agile, the figure runs across the road and disappears into the bushes.
What the hell was that?
Should I go look?
It's not like you hit him.
Yeah.
Brandon steps on the gas. The car doesn't move. A moist slushing is heard under the spinning tires.
It's not going.
See what it is.
Me? What happened to the equality of the sexes?
Fine, jerk.
Well, wait, Ava.
It's too late. Ava's already outside the car. Exterior, Canaan Doom Road, continuous. Ava crouches, takes a closer look at the tires. She turns on her phone's flashlight, illuminates the ground under the vehicle. A dark, oily, mucus-like fluid.
There's some kind of liquid.
Brandon rolls down the window, sticks his head out.
What?
I think it's oil.
Brandon grows increasingly perturbed.
What does that even mean?
Get your lazy ass out and look.
I forgot my glasses. You know how blind I am without them.
I'll take a picture.
Ava takes a flash photo, looks at the image. What she sees shocks her.
We have to go. Now.
Ava looks up. Brandon is gone.
Brandon? Brandon!
The light shakes in her hand as she holds it up. She's terrified. She hears the sound of greedy sucking and slurping nearby.
Brandon?
Ava opens the car door slow. Inside, nothing. No one. The eating noises continue, louder. It's coming from behind the car. Ava follows the sound, unable to control her trembling hand. As she approaches, the light reveals a dark, slimy leech creature. Swollen, engorged, and pulsating, it sits on top of Brandon's immobile body, drinking him. Rows of sharp, serrated teeth visible as it greedily consumes Brandon's blood. Brandon's eyes are rolled back in his head. Ava's speechless. The creature doesn't seem to take notice of her as it undulates and writhes. Ava backs away cautiously, scared to even breathe. She waits until she's out of sight, then bolts down the dark road. Landlord, Act 2, Part 2. Exterior, Canaan Doom Road, night. Ava runs in the dark, frantic and exhausted, not knowing where she's going. A car pulls up from behind her. Ava turns, waves wildly, face stained with tears.
Help! Help!
The car stops. The driver rolls down the window. It's Mrs. White. Dr. Daniels sits in the passenger seat. Mrs. White steps out of the car, concern on her face.
Goodness!
Please, I need your help.
Mrs. White turns to Dr. Daniels. He nods.
Get in, dear.
Gently, Mrs. White takes Ava by the arm, guides her into the back seat, slams the door shut. Interior, hospital lobby, day. Mika fidgets in her seat. She's a nervous wreck. A young mother across from her nurses a newborn baby. It's a sweet, tender moment. Instinctively, Mika smiles. Flashback to the horrifying image of the leeches sucking from Max. Back to scene. Mika averts her eyes, suddenly disgusted. The lobby door opens as David enters from outside.
What did the cops say?
They don't know what happened. No sign of Brandon, just his car.
David sits next to her, visibly anxious and stressed.
This is so fucked!
And we thought we were escaping.
What does that mean?
I'm saying messed up shit happens no matter where you go.
We don't know what happened.
Whatever happened, it's not good.
And it's my fault.
I never said that.
You didn't have to, Mika. I'm the one who screwed up, lost everything and moved us here, right?
Mika looks into David's bulging, bloodshot eyes. His chest heaves up and down. He's like a stranger.
My fault that you need a surrogate.
I'm sorry about Brandon, I really am. But there's something else going on with you.
David's phone dings. On his phone, a stock update. Brocoin trends severely downward.
Can you stop with the phone for 2 seconds?
Irate, David stands up and kicks his chair across the room.
David!
Other hospital visitors, including the mother and newborn, quickly move away from the scene. Security walks over.
All my fault!
David storms out of the hospital before the security guards make him. Mika is left shaken. The nursing mother approaches her.
My ex was like that. It only gets worse.
We're going through a lot. He's not normally like this.
They've all got a monster side to them. And if you have kids, run.
The mom finds another seat elsewhere. From behind, a female nurse touches Mika's shoulder.
You can see her now.
Interior, hospital room, day. Lying in a hospital bed, Ava stares at the ceiling. She's in shock. Mika stands by her side, touches her arm.
Her family has been informed. Doctor says she's stable, but we'll understand more once the shock wears off.
She wasn't hurt?
No, just severely dehydrated.
She was fine last night.
You'd be surprised how the body responds to stress.
The nurse leaves the room as Mika looks into Ava's distant, blank brown eyes. Something is wrong. As she comes closer, Mika notices Ava's eyelashes wriggling like insect tentacles. The hairs on both the bottom and top waterlines move toward each other in a mesmerizing formation. Entranced, Mika holds her breath. She's unable to take her eyes off the grotesque scene. Ava blinks. Her eyelids make a small, squelching sound. Mika looks again. Ava's eyes have returned to normal. Exterior, the bungalow, garden, day. A sweltering fall day. Mika selects flowers from a blooming bush. She holds up the bouquet to admire. Super, day 325. Mika picks up the water hose to spray the garden. Nothing comes out. It's broken. Annoyed, she tosses it to the side. Mrs. White and Dr. Daniels go by on their daily walk.
That green thumb of yours is giving me a run for my money.
Mika smiles gratefully.
You both still coming by tomorrow to help with the root cellar?
We'll be there.
I'm making my famous lemon bars. A fair bribe, I promise you.
Mrs. White spins Dr. Daniels around, heading home.
And keep those marigolds moist.
Interior, living room, day. A very pregnant Denise, 30s, wholesome and motherly, sips a diet soda. From the sofa, she's in a staring match with Max the cat, whose eye twitches. Drool seeps from his open mouth. Uncomfortable, Denise looks away. Mika enters from the kitchen with a bouquet in a vase.
Sorry about him. He hasn't been the same since he fell into the creek.
She brings the flowers to Denise, who takes them happily.
Mika. These are beautiful.
I thought you might like the smell of them. Maybe the babies will too.
I'd love to see the nursery.
David's working in there right now. Don't know what he'll do when the twins move in.
Is he excited?
Hard to tell. He hasn't been the same since Brandon disappeared. Sometimes he seems really excited and then...
My husband was the same way with our first, but once that baby was here, it just clicked. I swear, he turned into super dad overnight. He could hardly wait for the next one.
Denise touches her stomach.
Oh, I always kick when I'm here.
You think they can sense?
I do. Wanna feel?
Mika considers for a moment.
Not right now.
Interior, office, day. David, sweaty and disheveled, hunches over at his desk. The blinds are closed. A half-built IKEA crib sits in the corner. On his computer screen, several windows are open. Crypto prices and stock market charts, half-written emails. An article with Brandon's photo reads, "Brocoin flounders, all hype without its hype man?" David doesn't even look up as Mika walks in.
Denise just left.
Who?
Denise, the surrogate.
You didn't tell me she was coming.
It's so stale in here.
She opens a window. David winces as sunlight pours in.
Did you make the surrogacy payment?
What do you mean?
The agency called. They said the installment is late.
I'll pay it tomorrow.
It's 45 days late.
I said I'll pay it.
Mika stares at him. He stares back, barely recognizable.
Anything else?
The hose is broken. Again.
What do you want me to do about it?
Fix it or call Johannes.
You've got his number.
The computer screen catches Mika's eye as she notices the picture of Brandon. David quickly turns off the monitor.
I need to work, Mika. Nag me later.
Frustrated, Mika storms out. Interior, bedroom, night. It's late. Mika gets out of bed as David sleeps. Interior, office, night. At David's computer, Mika looks through the various tech articles and news. Nothing she doesn't already know. She's about to give up when an email pops up with the subject, urgent. Interior, bedroom, moments later. Mika storms in, turns on the light, and yanks the blanket off David. He's groggy and confused. Mika holds up a piece of paper in front of him.
What's that?
Brocoin's value is shit. Dogecoin isn't this worthless. Your lies and recklessness have put my investment at risk. I'm not going to tolerate any more of your dilatory tactics. The time for excuses is over.
David hops out of bed, lunges at the printed email in Mika's hand. She dodges him, continues reading out loud.
Make this right, or I swear to God, I will tear your life apart.
Enough!
David slumps onto the floor.
Why is this guy saying this? What did you do?
It wasn't me. It was Brandon.
You're gonna blame the guy who's been missing for months?
He made promises to investors that he couldn't keep. I had no idea. It was smoke and mirrors, all of it.
So what does that mean?
It means I'm broke.
What about our savings?
David opens his bank app on his phone, shows Mika the balance.
That's it?
It's enough for 2 months, maybe.
The reality of the situation fully hits Mika.
David, we're about to have 2 kids, babies, relying on us.
Why do you think I've been so fucking stressed?
You convinced me to do the surrogacy. Then you gamble everything and don't tell me?
I was scared.
I told you not to trust him again.
I know.
She stops herself before she can say anything she'll regret.
Useless, pathetic, I know.
You're a coward.
Interior, BART station, night, flashback. Late night. Underground at the BART train station. It's mostly empty. Super, 2 years ago. Mika and David stumble down an escalator, tipsy and laughing. They head to the ticket machine where David struggles to buy passes. He presses all the wrong buttons.
How do I?
We're gonna miss the last train.
I told you we should have taken an Uber.
Here, let me do it.
Mika playfully pushes him away and takes his credit card. Interior, BART train, night, flashback. The train doors are about to close. Mika and David push through just in time. There's no one else inside.
Nice. An empty car.
Thank God. I think I might puke.
They sit in a center row. David puts his arm around her. The car door opens as a teen couple enter from an adjoining car. The teen girl wears sunglasses as the teen boy yanks her by the arm. The tension between them is palpable. David doesn't pay them attention, but MIKA watches closely.
Hey, I think I know that kid.
Really?
Yeah, he was one of my students a few years back, got expelled.
For what?
He brought a gun to school.
Crazy.
Without warning, the boy reaches a hand back and slaps his girlfriend. Her glasses fly off her face and land on the aisle floor.
Hey!
MIKA immediately stands up. David pulls her back down.
We've got to do something.
Wait till the next stop.
You're really gonna sit there and watch this?
There's nothing we can do.
Let go of me.
MIKA walks up to the couple directly. The girl looks away.
Not sure if you remember me. I was your teacher at Hardin.
The teen looks her up and down with disdain.
I don't know you. Fuck off.
Are you okay?
The girl won't look at her.
I can help you.
The boy gets up. He's inches from MIKA's face.
Did you hear me? I said go sit the fuck down.
MIKA turns to a bewildered David, who's still seated.
Your man isn't gonna do shit. Are you?
David looks like a deer in headlights. Can't even respond. MIKA heads to the intercom located at the end of the train car. She pushes the button to speak to the train operator. Before she can get through, her head is forcibly jerked back as the teen yanks her ponytail, sending her backwards. David stands up, but remains at a distance.
MIKA!
MIKA lunges at the intercom again. This time, the teen grabs her by the neck. MIKA fights back, kicks him in the groin. He tackles her to the ground and they scuffle.
Stop it! Stop!
The boy takes out a switchblade. MIKA doesn't even see it as he stabs her. She gasps, looks down at the wound in her lower abdomen. She falls to her knees, shocked by the profuse bleeding. The teen stabs her again. David runs over to her finally. The train comes to a stop.
Come on!
The teen grabs his girlfriend. As the train doors open, the couple run out of the train.
3-car Fremont train now boarding platform 2.
David cradles MIKA as her vision goes black and the train fills with the screams of horrified riders. Interior, bedroom, night, back to present. MIKA is exhausted from reliving the trauma.
I knew what you were before we left San Francisco. Having kids with you was a mistake.
David looks like he wants to cry. He meets the eyes of Max, who sits in a corner. Max breathes loudly, his mouth agape. Interior, cellar, same. Below the floorboards of the bungalow, in the darkness, we hear excited, irregular breathing. Then it stops. Interior, bedroom, same. MIKA looks down at David.
So what now?
We go to bed.
She takes a pillow off the bed, throws it to him. Interior, Mrs. White's cellar, day. It's dark and dank. Old antiques and decaying furniture. David, soiled with dust and sweat, picks up a box to bring up to the house. He trips, sends the box flying. Super, day 326. Dr. Daniels peeks in, shines a flashlight below.
You need some help?
I'm fine.
As he picks up the items from the fallen box, he notices a pair of raggedy, stained Gucci slippers. Interior, Mrs. White's sitting room, day. The Halloween spirit is alive and well in Mrs. White's house. Carved pumpkins, cobwebs, fake skeletons adorn the room. MIKA sorts through old photographs on the floor. Mrs. White carries in a tray of mulled wine and cups.
David isn't very handy, is he?
I told you.
Mrs. White pours MIKA a cup of the warm wine.
I bet trick-or-treaters love your house.
Oh, my dear, we haven't had a trick-or-treater since 1988.
Dr. Daniels wheels in, holds up the grimy slippers like a victory prize. David behind him.
I used to wear these every day.
I'm sure you can get them cleaned.
He can't. They're cursed.
It's true. The last time I wore them, I murdered a man. That's his blood right there.
Oh, it wasn't murder. He was an intruder. You did what had to be done. You're a hero, far as I'm concerned.
Wait, you're serious?
About 10 years ago, I was making a casserole for the neighborhood potluck, like I always do. Had it cooking in a cast iron skillet. Tastes better that way. I go to take it out of the oven and oh, it was perfection. That's when I saw a deranged young man climbing through the kitchen window. He meant to rob us, of course. These criminals think elderly folks are low-hanging fruit. That was his mistake. Before he could finish worming his way through, I took that hot skillet and brought it down on his head, crushed it again and again. I don't know how many times. His teeth smashed all over the kitchen counter. They sounded like hard little candies, tap dancing. And by the end of it, I couldn't tell what was casserole and what was his brain.
That was fucking awesome.
The room is painfully silent after this gruesome revelation.
Wow. That is very, very horrible.
I'll say it again. He did what had to be done. The police agreed.
But I could never bring myself to wear these again.
Mrs. White is right. You protected your home and your family.
Mika shoots David a pointed look. Mrs. White catches this.
Family is the most important thing. You two will understand that soon enough. You'll do anything to protect those precious babies.
Mika holds up an old photo. It's an image of two Victorian-era families standing next to each other.
Is this your family?
Mrs. White takes the sepia-tone picture, nods.
We don't like to think about those days, do we, brother?
Dr. Daniels says nothing, still in reverie over his slippers. Mrs. White points to a wiry, sneering teen boy.
Recognize this little pissant?
Wow, it's Johannes.
David looks over at the photo.
What was he like?
Lazy, spoiled. Only 16 and already corrupted by greed and malice. The typical Lathmald family traits.
He broke my legs for fun.
But why?
Dr. Daniels made friends with a little Chumash boy in the village. A nice boy. The Lathmalds didn't like that.
Johannes a bigot? What a shock.
One day, Johannes saw them playing together, pushed my baby brother into the creek. He's been in that chair ever since. And even worse, the Lathmald blamed the whole thing on that Chumash boy.
What year was this? Can't find anything online about his family.
Get off the phone and listen to what I tell you.
1 second, we missed a narrative.
I'm so sorry. I was just dying to bitch slap him.
What year was
Get
this
into
again?
it.
What year was this? Can't find anything online about his family.
David looks at his phone. Mrs. White rolls her eyes.
Get off the phone and listen to what I tell you. Anyway, that lie gave the Lathmalds the perfect reason to run the Chumash off the land for good. Over 160 men were killed, including people in my family. But after it was all said and done, the Lathmalds were finally able to purchase the land.
Mika and David look at each other, overwhelmed. Mrs. White gets up from her seat.
More mulled wine?
Exterior, Mrs. White's house, night. Mrs. White walks David and Mika out.
Thank you again.
It's the least we could do. You're the reason why my garden is thriving.
Can't say I'm eagerly awaiting the next cellar adventure.
You know, most of these old bungalows were built with cellars.
Not ours.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure.
Mrs. White smiles, closes the door.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Interior, hallway, day. Mika stares down the hall. Her eyes search for something. She peeks in the hallway closet. It's just hanging coats. Super, day 352. David, excited, runs out from the office.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Never mind.
Come here, I want to show you something.
Interior, office, day. The two IKEA cribs are fully built, though wobbly. David looks to Mika for a reaction.
What do you think?
She's not impressed.
I know there's a lot more we have to do, but I figure it's a start.
At least when the babies arrive to a shitty house with a freaky landlord and unemployed parents, they'll have somewhere to sleep.
Mika walks away before David can say anything.
I'm trying, Mika.
Interior, kitchen, day. A cloudy, rainy day. At the counter, Mika browses teaching jobs on her laptop. Super, day 356. The doorbell rings. Mika looks out the window where a distraught woman with a child stands at the door. This is Gina Evans, 30s, and Maddie Evans, 3. Gina pounds on the door. David emerges.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
Interior, front door, moments later. Mika stands behind David as he opens the door. Gina looks confused to see their faces.
Where the hell is my husband?
Interior, living room, day. Gina is on the sofa as little Maddie chases the cats around. Mika sits nearby with David.
I've called, emailed, texted. Nothing. Never said he moved. Just vanished. The police know nothing.
Were you guys broken up?
I mean, it's complicated. Maddie and I have been with my mom in Vermont.
Maybe he had a drug problem.
David.
It explained the erratic behavior.
Gina looks at her son, pained.
As soon as we moved in, the drinking started. I didn't stop to think anything of it until he stopped going to work. Turns out, he got fired and never told me.
I know how that goes.
Tim and I had our problems, but we both wanted to make it work. I moved out because of Johannes.
What do you mean?
Come on. You must have noticed the guy's a freak.
Well, yeah.
Well, when Tim lost his job, that fucker wouldn't leave us alone. He started showing up unannounced, calling constantly, always lurking. It was terrifying. Tim didn't want to say anything or cause any problems.
Maddie runs past his mom, pretending to be an airplane.
The cellar was the last straw. Wait, you haven't seen it?
Interior, hallway, day. Gina opens the closet. She moves the hanging coats out of the way. There's a door latch on the floor in the back. Mika and David watch, shocked.
This whole time?
Narnia's real.
Gina pulls the creaky door open. She motions to the steps leading down into the dark cellar. Maddie watches, scared. He clings to Gina.
I'm not going back down there.
Interior, cellar. Moments later. Mika climbs down the rickety stairs, followed by David. They use flashlights to look around.
It reeks.
On the cellar floor, a makeshift pallet of blankets. Someone has been sleeping here recently.
David, look.
David walks to the corner where Mika stands. She points to a pile of animal bones. Some trash is littered in the corner as well. Used tissues, Band-Aids, and...
What's this?
He holds up a string attached to a wad of soiled cotton. Mika puts her hand to her mouth. He realizes it's a used tampon.
Oh my God, no!
David throws it across the room, disgusted.
What the hell is going on?
Exterior, bungalow, night. Gina holds Maddie by the hand as Mika walks them to their car. Gina takes out her cell phone.
Here's a picture of him. Will you let me know if you see anything?
Gina shows her a photo of Tim carrying baby Maddie on his back. Tattoos cover his arms. Quick flashback. Johannes' party. A brittle man gives Mika a Lego piece. His haunted eyes plead with Mika. It's Tim. Back to present. Mika is inwardly disturbed by her sudden realization.
Of course.
Deep down, you know you should leave.
She lifts Maddie into his car seat.
I'll be glad you don't have kids. When I went down into that cellar, I found baby blankets and toys. God knows what Johannes wanted with them.
Again, Mika represses internal panic. Interior, bedroom, night. Mika paces the room. David sits in a chair.
How do you know it was him?
I just do, David. He had the same tattoos, same face, everything. Just 60 pounds lighter.
Jesus.
Mrs. White was right. Mrs. White, she knew about the cellar. She knows more.
She's nice, but she's a kook.
So what should we do? Go to the cops?
We can't prove anything.
Then we should leave. Move out.
What about the lease?
It's almost up.
We can't afford to move.
So you don't want to ask Mrs. White. You don't want to go to the police, and you don't want to leave. What the hell should we do then?
The first thing we should do is confront Johannes. Work it out directly.
That's your plan?
We can't be afraid of him.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
There's confronting shit, and then there's being dumb. And cornering that psycho is dumb.
David is offended. Mika doesn't care. She turns out the lights and gets in bed.
I'm talking to Mrs. White tomorrow.
Interior, living room, night. David lies on the sofa, made up as a bed. He stares into the darkness, thoughts racing. Exterior, bungalow, night. Johannes' truck sits outside in the dark. The engine idles. Exterior, Mrs. White's garden, day. A lovely, vibrant garden of flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Mika and Mrs. White sit at a table under the patio awning. Super, day 357.
So, you found the cellar.
We think Johannes has been sleeping down there.
Mrs. White sips her tea before answering.
Of course he has.
What?
Pick up your jaw from the floor, dear.
I came here for answers, please.
And I don't know if you're ready to hear them.
I can't bring children into that home if it's dangerous.
Too late. He won't let you go.
The blood drains from Mika's face.
Where's David?
Exterior, Johannes' home, same. David walks up to Johannes' front door. Nervous, he takes a deep breath, knocks. Exterior, Mrs. White's backyard, same. Mika is confused by Mrs. White's question.
David is running errands. What do you mean Johannes won't let us leave?
He's got to eat.
Enough with the allegories and the metaphors.
Exterior, Johannes' home, same. David peeks through the window. All the lights are off. He goes back to the door and slowly reaches for the knob. Exterior, Mrs. White's backyard, same. Mika waits for Mrs. White to respond.
Johannes was always a greedy son of a bitch. But after the Chumash were run off, he personified the very worst of his character. Wasn't long before we all realized he had become something else.
What, like a killer?
A leech.
This isn't the time for jokes.
Do I look like I'm clowning around?
Mrs. White's face is hard and serious.
Johannes is a leech. A big, fat, thirsty leech. And I'm not talking in metaphors here. Drink your tea.
Interior, Johannes' home, same. David is inside the house. It's empty, stale, quiet. This makes David even more nervous.
Johannes? It's me, David.
He walks slowly, surveys the house. It's worse in daytime. Dark, oily stains on the carpets. A groan comes from a room upstairs. Startled, David takes out a small switchblade from his pocket. He clings to the knife as he makes his way up the stairs.
Johannes, we need to talk.
Hallway. The groaning returns, louder. David looks down the hall where he notices a door at the end. He's drawn to it. David's heart thumps in his chest and all the way to his ears as he gets closer to the door. He tries to calm his irregular breathing as he swings the door open. David is shocked by what he sees. He lets out a whimper. In the closet, a dozen emaciated corpses in various stages of decomposition lean against a wall, chained together. It's a horrific scene. They're illuminated only by the natural light. Some of the corpses stir. They're alive. A male corpse extends a bony hand towards David.
David, it's me.
David is frozen in fear. The sound of his own name confuses him. He turns on his phone's light, puts it on the man. David immediately recognizes the man as...
Brandon?
Exterior. Mrs. White's backyard, same. Mika rubs her face, tries to digest Mrs. White's revelation.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Johannes is a human leech. Why is he sneaking around our house?
Johannes is tied to that creek behind the bungalow, the same way an umbilical cord connects a baby to its mother. That creek is his life source. Without it, he can't replenish, he can't reproduce.
Reproduce?
If you don't believe me, ask your friend.
Who?
The pretty girl we brought to the hospital.
This startles Mika.
Ava? What does she have to do with this?
Dr. Daniels and I are the ones who found her. You saw it in her eyes, didn't you?
How did you know?
Ask Ava what happened that night we picked her up on Canaan Doom. Scared to death of him.
Interior, Johannes' home. Closet, same. David frantically tries to loosen the ties on Brandon's hands and feet. He notices huge bite marks on Brandon's neck, arms, and thighs. The sight makes him more frantic.
That's sick monster! Hurry! I'm here, buddy. You'll be okay.
Bro, coin.
Yeah, it's gone to shit. We'll talk about that later, though.
Finally, the ties are loose enough to get Brandon's fragile limbs out. From elsewhere, the pained groaning sounds return. It's joined by voices of men arguing. David looks towards the noise, conflicted. The groans grow louder as he makes the decision.
I'll be right back, okay?
Don't.
You're getting out of here. All of you.
The ones who are alive look to him, too weak to understand. David follows the groans that have evolved into screams. Then the screams abruptly stop. Sweat drips down David's face as he fumbles with his phone. He dials 911, but the call fails. No bars. At the opposite end of the hall, a door opens. The voices are coming from there. Exterior, Mrs. White's backyard. Same. Mrs. White refills Mika's cup with more tea.
But what does he want from us? If he's really a leech, that means he wants to drink
your blood. But it's better for him if you're alive.
What the hell does that mean?
As his tenants, you're his debt slaves. He'll deplete you of your energy and resources until there's nothing left but your flesh. At that point, you're only good to eat. But don't worry. As long as you work and produce, you'll avoid the dinner plate.
Mika is speechless. Mrs. White blows on her hot tea.
Although, none of the previous tenants seemed to make the cut.
Interior, Johannes' home. Hallway, same. David puts his ear to the door where he can hear the muffled voices of Johannes and Fred.
He's not yours to take.
You can't hold all the food to yourself.
Watch yourself. I'm tired of your crap. You will respect me, boy.
The groans have stopped, but the sickening, monstrous sounds of flesh tearing and ripping apart replace them. Exterior, Mrs. White's backyard. Same. Mika stands to leave, zips up her coat.
Where did you say your husband was?
Why are you so worried about him?
Interior, Johannes' home. Hallway, same. Unable to help himself, David must look. He cracks open the door a little more to reveal just a sliver of the horror. In the room, Johannes and Fred, enlarged, engorged, and bloody, fight over the remnants of a carcass like wild animals.
David is already in his grip. He's got the same fuzzy, dazed stare they all get. Johannes will use him for a time, but when he's done, he'll toss David to the side like old chicken bones.
David watches in horror, too stunned to move or even breathe. He drops his phone. Johannes and Fred immediately halt their gruesome meal, look to the cracked door. Johannes roars savagely as he throws the bloody head of the carcass. The head lands at David's feet. He looks down to see the eyes of Tim Evans staring back at him. David screams. Make him keep doing it. Interior, Mrs. White's backyard, day. In disbelief, Mika struggles to find words.
This isn't why I came.
You came here for answers, and that's what you got.
I don't believe you.
Belief makes no difference.
Mrs. White shakes her head as Mika runs to the side gate. End of Act 2.
Excellent. Hopefully there's going to be lunch. Yeah.
Act 3. 6 months into their occupancy of the Oak Creek bungalow, Mika and David's fresh start twisted into a nightmare, thanks to their slumlord, Johannes. Despite their troubles, the pair decided to have a baby via surrogate. Twins, in fact. But then, a fateful game of Monopoly unleashed a deadly chain of events, with Johannes revealing his true darkness. David's financial advisor and best friend, Brandon, inadvertently incurred Johannes' wrath, leading to a bloody encounter with a grotesque leech creature. Brandon's disappearance triggered the downfall of Brocoin, forcing David to come clean about his secret investment in the doomed crypto that left him financially ruined. As secrets unraveled, Mika's infertility was linked to a violent, traumatic incident that exposed David's past cowardice. Mika's worst fears about Johannes were proved right when a former tenant showed up looking for her missing husband. Confronted by the bizarre and terrifying revelation of Johannes' hidden lair beneath their floorboards, Mika and David embarked on separate paths to seek answers. While Mika sought guidance from Mrs. White, David's confrontation with Johannes took a hellish turn after he made a gruesome discovery about Brandon and past tenants of the bungalow. Both Mika and David arrived at the same chilling realization. Johannes is an insidious leech, and they are his next meal. Is that OTT enough? Exterior, Malibu Beach, day. A sunny, windy... Oh, no, it is windy. You set that up, didn't you? A sunny, windy morning at the beach. David is sprawled out naked on the ocean shore, covered in sand. He slowly blinks his eyes open, sees nothing but the bright yellow sun beaming down on him. From afar, bystanders cry out.
What the fuck?
Okay. Whoa.
Super, day 358. David looks over to his left. Beside him is Brandon's dried-out corpse. A seagull picks at his jerky like flesh. David chokes for words that don't come. Exterior, police interview room, day. 2 world-weary detectives sit across from David at a table. David wears an old yellow t-shirt with dancing raisins. His face and body drained, depleted.
Brandon Rao, your friend and business partner. He'd been missing for months, right?
David nods his head.
And in all that time, you never heard from him?
If I had, maybe our crypto wouldn't have tanked.
You were upset that he jilted you.
He didn't jilt me. We weren't lovers.
The detectives look at each other, skeptical.
You were naked when we found you.
I couldn't tell you why.
They don't believe a word he says.
Mr. Brewer, can you tell us more about the financial dealings between you and the deceased?
This is the part where I ask for a lawyer, isn't it?
Interior, car moving, day. Mika drives her car, David in the passenger seat. He's absolutely miserable. They're both silent.
So did you do it?
How can you even ask that?
Your reputation sucks right now. I have to ask.
Murder. Really, Mika?
Mika shrugs.
To be fair, it looks pretty damning. I wouldn't believe me.
Poor Ava, she's going to be devastated.
They say he starved to death, but it looked as if his insides had been sucked dry with a straw. I've never seen anything like it.
David holds back tears as he's reminded of the horrific image of Brandon's body.
You didn't go to Johannes' house, did you?
I can't remember anything. I don't think I would. Why?
Mrs. White told me something yesterday, but it's crazy.
What?
She said Johannes is a leech.
A leech?
Like a giant leech that feeds off people. Some kind of curse from the natives who had their land stolen, I guess.
This piques David's interest very much.
What else did she say?
He eats renters who don't do what he wants. It's stupid, David. It's insane.
After today, I think anything is possible.
Mika glances at him, concerned that he might be right. Interior, living room, night. David makes his bed on the sofa. He gets under the covers, exhausted. Mika watches from the hallway.
I was here alone last night. I hated it.
Right. The secret root cellar thing is a bit unsettling.
Let's go.
She walks out of the room. David gingerly follows her. Interior, bedroom, night. David is fast asleep. The lights are off, but Mika sits up in bed with her phone to her ear.
Ava, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but they found Brandon earlier today. He's dead.
Silence on the other end.
Ava?
What else?
Mika is taken aback by Ava's brevity and lack of emotion.
They think David is involved. He's innocent, I promise.
I know. I saw what killed him. David couldn't do what that thing did.
What thing?
Interior, Ava's living room, night. Ava lies on the sofa, illuminated only by a muted TV. Dark circles under her eyes.
Everyone thought I was crazy. My family, doctors, police, they said I was having a mental breakdown. But I know what I saw.
Ava breaks down in uncontrollable sobs. Intercut. Mika, Ava.
Ava, it's okay. You can tell me.
It was oozing with some kind of slime. Its teeth... I'll never forget the look on Brandon's face as it drained him. I see it even when I close my eyes. Oh, God.
Mika gives Ava a moment to calm down.
I don't know how to ask this, but was it a leech that you saw?
Maybe. It wasn't human, that's for sure. There's pictures. I took some right before Brandon, under the car. The wheels got stuck in it. My dad says it's just oil or mud, but it's not.
Can you send me those pictures, Ava, please?
Fine. It's your problem now.
Mika looks at her phone. Call ended. End intercut. Interior, bedroom, night. Mika receives several photo messages from Ava. With slight hesitation, she opens the images. At first, she's not sure what she's looking at. In the pictures, the wheels of Brandon's car are covered in thick sludge. Mika zooms in for a better look.
What's in the pictures?
His voice startles Mika.
I thought you were sleeping.
Don't think I'll ever sleep again.
Interior, kitchen, night. David and Mika study the pictures on Mika's phone.
It's hard to make out. I'll adjust the settings.
You should have heard Ava. She's like a different person. She didn't even ask how Brandon died.
No one knows. The cops are just speculating.
You really don't remember anything?
David shakes his head.
Here, I got it. Look!
He shows Mika the edited photo. Hundreds of blob-like forms swim in the liquid like parasites under a microscope.
What the hell?
They look exactly like the blob thing that was in the shower drain.
Didn't you say that it
drank my blood?
Unease settles over the both of them as they realize the implications.
We're going to the police first thing. I don't know how, but Johannes is involved in this.
Interior, bathroom, day. Early morning. Mika puts her hair in a ponytail.
David, you ready?
One sec.
Mika's phone rings. She answers.
Hello?
Interior, bedroom, day. David puts on his socks. Mika walks in, her face expressing different emotions simultaneously. Shock, joy, dread.
What is it?
They're here.
David immediately comprehends. Interior, hospital room, day. Denise is in labor, surrounded by a doctor and nurses. She screams in utter agony. Mika squeezes her hand.
Big push now. Push it out, shove it out. Okay. Big push now, come on.
Super, day 359. The heart monitor beeps rhythmically in the background.
There's something wrong. This feels different.
We can do the epidural.
It's not that.
Out of nowhere, the monitor's alarms blare.
What's happening?
Hold on.
The doctor applies an ultrasound wand to Denise's abdomen. As he looks at the screen, his expression grows serious.
There's a rupture in the uterine wall.
What does that mean?
We have to get her ready for a cesarean immediately.
No! This doesn't make sense.
As she says this, a shockingly giant wave of blood gushes from between her legs, splattering the room and nurses. Interior, neonatal intensive care unit, night. Mika and David gaze at their newborn twins inside incubators.
Is it bad that I completely forgot we have kids on the way? We're going to be horrible parents.
Too late. They're stuck with us.
We don't even have their names.
We have cribs.
Mika laughs genuinely. David is glad to see her smile. The doctor approaches them.
Denise is going to be fine. She's resting now.
There was so much blood.
We stitched her up and we're monitoring her vitals closely. I don't want you to worry.
What about the babies?
The healthiest premature babies I've ever seen. I want to keep them here for a few days, just to be sure. Okay?
Got it.
Can we say goodnight to Denise? We'll be really quiet.
The doctor smiles, nods. Interior, hospital corridor, night. Mika and David walk out of Denise's room.
How about Clementine?
Like the fruit?
It's a good name.
If you get Clementine, I get Terrence.
We're not naming our kid Darin.
The moment is cut short as a massive shadow casts over them. They look up to see Johannes, grinning from ear to ear with a teddy bear and balloon bouquet in hand. David and Mika freeze.
Uncle Johannes has arrived.
What the hell are you doing here?
Offering my congratulations. It's nice to have new members of the family. Just in time for the holidays, no?
Are you out of your mind? Get the fuck out!
This hospital is not your property.
We know you've been sleeping in the cellar. If you come near my family again, you'll regret it.
Johannes' jovial smile turns sour.
I can see that I'm going to be mistreated. After all I've done for you, I'm dismissed like trash.
He takes out a folded piece of paper from his pocket and gives it to David.
What is this?
Your lease expires in 5 days. You'll need to sign a new one. But you should know that I need to raise the rent. Double.
You're delusional. We're moving out.
No, I don't think you will.
Sniffing the air, Johannes takes a big whiff and motions to Denise's room.
It smells good in there.
He giggles, evil, hungry. Mika and David exchange worried looks as he walks away. Interior, car moving, night. David drives, fast. Mika bites her lip, stressed.
Funny. For a brief moment there, I forgot about our fucked up reality.
We're going home, grabbing our things and staying at a hotel until the baby's ready to leave.
And then what?
We'll figure it out from there, but we'll be okay. I promise.
Interior, bedroom, night. Mika and David furiously stuff duffel bags with clothes. Carl and Max stare, bewildered by the bustle.
I'm gonna look for the crate.
Okay.
Interior, office, moments later. Mika grabs the cat's crate from the top shelf of the closet. She suddenly cries out in pain. She looks down at her ankle. It's slashed, bloody. Max stands there, hair raised.
Ow! What is wrong with you? Bad cat!
She grabs the cat by its scruff, puts it in the crate. Max spits and hisses at her so she can't close the door. A sudden doorbell ding-dong startles Mika. Interior, front door, moments later. Nervous, David clenches a baseball bat in his hands, stands behind the front door as Mika opens it. It's Mrs. White with a bottle of champagne. Interior, dining room, night. David, Mika, and Mrs. White convene at the dinner table.
How'd you know about the babies? We didn't tell anyone.
I'm sensitive to things. Always have been. I had a vision of them.
Psychics? Leeches? Don't tell me the nice people next door are vampires.
Are you mocking me?
Mrs. White, we're on edge right now. The birth, Johannes, money.
Murder charges?
I read about your friend. They think you did it? Absurd.
You think I'm innocent?
I didn't say anything about innocent. But a murderer? No. We both know who did it, don't we?
Mrs. White looks deep into David's eyes.
You were right about Ava. She sent us photos.
Mika shows Mrs. White the edited picture on her phone.
His babies. Hungry little bastards, too. Excuse my language. Most of them die before they reach adulthood. He usually eats them. The one in your head, though, is positively blossoming.
In my head? Right.
Mrs. White reaches over and grabs David's wrist tight.
I can show you.
Interior, kitchen, night. Mrs. White mixes herbs from Mika's garden in a mug of warm water. David sits on the floor. Mika is close beside him. He can't hide how nervous he is.
That's not like ayahuasca or shrooms, right?
Certainly not. No hallucinations. Only the truth.
She hands David the cup. He looks to Mika, who nods.
Cheers.
David takes a swig. His eyebrows raise. Not bad. Takes another swig.
Lie down.
Once he's on his back, Mrs. White hovers a half lemon over his face.
Wait, what's that for?
She squeezes the lemon juice into David's eyes. He screams.
Ow!
What the hell are you doing?
Making him see again.
David continues screaming until he suddenly goes rigid. Quick memory flashes. David's POV. The night of Johannes' birthday. David in the bathroom. Fred stands at the toilet. He reveals sharp black teeth. David laid out on the bathroom floor as Fred shoves his leech-like tongue down his throat, slurps. Johannes' house. David finds Brandon in the closet. David watches Johannes and Fred as they tear Tim apart. Fred and Johannes rip David's clothes, laughing as they bite him. Johannes, deformed, twisted into a large, wet creature, stands over David. Johannes and Fred appear to argue. Johannes shoves Fred. In the back of a van, David is dazed, stupefied. Across from him, a dead Brandon. On the beach, David looks up at the nighttime sky as his eyes roll back into his head. Back to scene. David bolts up, taking in a large gulp of air. Mika and Mrs. White are still at his side.
What? Was that a dream?
What did you see?
I remember everything. Everything. She's right. Johannes and his nephew, they're leeches.
Fred?
His protege, the next in line to the throne.
They drank from me. Put his tongue in my...
David puts his hand to his mouth in horror as he recalls.
They killed Brandon. Set me up for it.
Is what he does. He's going to enslave your whole family.
By ruining my life?
He'll take money, your life force, your flesh, whatever he can. Lie down again.
What? Why?
You've seen what he's done. Now you need to see what he'll do. Lie down. Close your eyes.
David complies. Inside his eyelids, everything is white. Quick flashes, David's visions. In Denise's room, 2 nurses transfer her placenta into a biohazard bag. A nurse puts the placenta into a refrigerated storage unit. Johannes creeps in, opens the refrigerator door. Johannes holds Denise's placenta bag to his face, inhaling. A security guard grabs Johannes by the arm. Johannes knocks him down, runs. In his truck, Johannes chews on Denise's bloody bed sheets. Johannes rips open the bag of placenta, shovels it into his mouth, feasting, moaning. Back to scene. David wakes, scared and pale.
What did you see?
That sick freak ate her placenta. I think he wants the babies.
Just then, two dark and bloody blobs slither down David's nostrils.
David!
Mrs. White yanks them out of his nose and throws them to the ground. Her small foot stomps on them until they're spread out on the ground like strawberry jelly.
He knows you know.
It doesn't matter. We're leaving.
You think that'll stop him? Fool! He'll get you, wherever you are, and those babies. You saw it.
What about Gina? She left with her kid and they're fine?
Lucky for her, Johannes already had a new lease with new tenants.
But he said our lease is expiring.
You sign a new one or you die.
We're supposed to live here till we can't pay, and then let him eat us?
Or you can put an end to this forever and stop him now.
Hold on, why is this on us? Why don't you stop him? You clearly know everything.
I'm not the fool who moved his family into the lion's den. I said from day one you didn't have what it takes to live here.
David straightens his back, summoning resolve.
Tell me how to get rid of him.
Mrs. White looks at the baby bag packed with the other luggage on the floor.
Same way you catch a mouse.
Exterior, bungalow, day. It's a bright, fresh day. MIKA and David unload the newborn twins from the car. Super, day 365. MIKA closes the car door, looks at the house. She holds one of the babies close to her face.
Welcome home.
Interior, nursery, day. What was once David's office is now a functional nursery. MIKA and David each bottle feed a baby. David sniffs the bottom of the baby in his arms.
I think this one needs a change.
MIKA wrinkles her nose.
I think you're right.
David places his baby in the crib. He wraps the diaper and tosses it into a garbage bag that's already half full of dirty diapers. Interior, living room, night. MIKA and David laugh on the sofa as the babies sleep in their arms. It's a picture-perfect image of a family. MIKA looks down at her baby girl.
Who are you? Charlotte? Celeste?
How about my mom's name?
Loretta? Doesn't really suit her.
Well, Tobias and I think it does.
Tobias. I like it.
David smiles, thrilled to get a green light from MIKA.
MIKA, I just want to say I hated lying about Brookline. I convinced myself I was protecting you, but it was my own ego I was protecting. The thought of disappointing you again made me feel like shit about myself. I'm going to make it right.
MIKA sees that he's sincere, lets her guard down a little.
I need a partner, not a martyr. You're gonna be a good dad.
Thanks.
They exchange a meaningful look. David kisses the soft head of his son, Tobias. Interior, bedroom, night. 2 a.m. All lights are out. David and MIKA are asleep. The babies are bundled in a bedside bassinet. Exterior, bungalow, night. Quiet except for the usual crickets, owls. Bright full moon. Exterior, creek, night. In the darkness, Johannes wades into the water. He reaches his hand under the surface, searches for something. After a moment, he pulls out a large gelatinous capsule. It's a cocoon. Holds it up to the moonlight, revealing its velvety yet slimy texture. Johannes cradles it lovingly in his arms. He whispers tender, sweet nothings to it.
Oh, ready for your first meal, my love. Yes, you are. It's time to collect the rent, dearest. Whoa.
Johannes takes the cocoon, opens his mouth, and swallows it. Interior, bedroom, night. MIKA and David are still asleep. Their bedroom door creaks open as Johannes' massive figure creeps in. We only see his silhouette as he glides across the room. He's making a clear beeline for the bassinet. MIKA's eyes are wide open. She's been awake the entire time. She struggles to control her breath as Johannes gets closer. Johannes stands over the bassinet. He lets out a deep, simultaneous groan and sigh from the back of his throat. A bloated hand reaches into the crib, and then MIKA, fully dressed, jumps out of the bed and aims a spray bottle at Johannes.
Don't touch my kids!
Before he can respond, she squeezes the bottle trigger. Johannes screams in agony. Blinded. MIKA continuously squeezes the bottle several more times, straight into Johannes' eyes.
David, let's go!
David hops out of the bed armed with his own bottle. They're ready for him. While Johannes cries in agony, MIKA and David grab the bundled babies and run out of the room. Hallway. MIKA and David split up. He heads to the cellar and she goes to the kitchen. Johannes' loud cries suddenly stop. Kitchen. In the kitchen, MIKA opens a drawer and takes out a knife. Johannes stomps into the kitchen. He's gone a sickening shade of dark green. The skin around his eyes drips off his face. MIKA is more scared than ever, but stands her ground.
Lemon juice! You've been listening to that stupid old bitch!
Johannes' eyes settle on the baby MIKA has in her arms.
I'm hungry. Got anything good to eat?
Max the cat approaches Johannes, rubs against his bloated, discolored ankles. Johannes picks Max up, grazing his cheek along the cat's face.
My friend.
Leave him alone!
You've been a good kitty cat, haven't you? My eyes and ears, I thank you.
Johannes opens his mouth wide and chomps down on the cat, taking a large bite out of his head. He tosses the cat's carcass to the side as MIKA stares in shocked, silent horror. Now Johannes' body begins to morph. His head grows round and wide. The hair disappears from his scalp. He becomes taller, too. He stands at least 7 feet tall, towering over MIKA as he comes closer.
I'm not a monster. I'll let you choose which baby to give me. You can keep the other. Deal?
MIKA hugs the baby even tighter.
If you don't choose, I'll choose for you. Fine. I'll have that baby.
Johannes wrangles the baby from her arms. Immediately, he bites down on the bundled infant. But something isn't right. Johannes frowns, gagged. His mouth is full of brown
shit.
He looks at the bundle. It's not a baby. It's a bundle of dirty diapers.
David, now!
Johannes turns around to see David with a bag of salt. Before he can react, David launches half the bag onto him. Johannes roars. Weakened, he falls to his knees and then the floor.
Everything ready?
Exactly the way Mrs. White said.
Interior, cellar, night. The cellar is dimly lit by battery-powered lanterns. Johannes, in his normal form, is sprawled out on the old mattress, his arms and legs tied separately. A funnel has been stuffed into his mouth with a rope wrapped around his head to secure it. His eyes flutter open to see MIKA standing over him.
Hope you're still hungry.
David walks over with 2 gallons of blood in his hands. He smirks as Johannes' eyes widen.
You know how many halal and kosher delis I had to hit up to get this much animal blood?
He points to a dark corner of the room where at least 10 more gallons of blood sit.
We're gonna be here a while.
David unscrews the lid off one of the containers, pours blood into the funnel, slow and then faster. Johannes chokes as blood spurts everywhere.
You killed my friend, you killed my cat, you wanted to eat my kids. I think I threw out my back getting you down here. You earned every drop of this.
David doesn't stop. He finishes dumping the first gallon and grabs another, and another, and another, and another. Later, before long, Johannes has swelled twice his size. His clothes are in tatters, blood splattered all over the place. MIKA checks the ropes which have tightened on Johannes' wrists and ankles.
We might need to retie these.
There's just 2 gallons left. Are we sure this is enough?
He should be close to bursting.
She pushes on Johannes' distended gut. It's hard, firm.
Let's keep going.
David grabs another gallon, pours, But after a moment, Johannes' whole body starts shaking.
What's happening?
Blood gushes out from between Johannes' legs as he emits a guttural cry. The swelling in his belly moves downward.
Is this it? Is he about to pop?
There's something in there.
Mika observes the changes in Johannes' belly, puts a hand on his slimy, cold flesh. A realization washes over her as the muscles in his stomach move.
David, I think he's having contractions.
What?
He's basically a leech, right? Leeches are hermaphrodites. They can self-fertilize.
David is still lost.
Johannes is pregnant. We've been feeding his baby.
Before David can respond, the unmistakable sound of a baby crying rings out. Mika looks between Johannes' legs where a bulbous black mass protrudes from a translucent cocoon. Unsure of what to do next, Mika and David look at each other.
We have to kill it.
We can't.
It's not a...
It's a baby.
But it's not human. I can't believe we're even discussing this.
As Mika and David argue, the newborn leech wriggles out of its cocoon. Its body is like a long and slimy ribbon, the size of a full-grown German shepherd. It stretches and contracts its body, inching forward like a worm. Johannes beams at his offspring, proud.
David!
The baby leech attaches itself to David's leg, sucking and guzzling. David looks down, horrified.
Oh my God!
He tries to kick it off, but it's no use. The massive baby is thick and heavy with blood. David falls. He's fading, fast.
Where's the lemon juice?
Mika looks around for a bottle, anything to stop the baby leech. She picks up an old brick, bashes the leech with it. It doesn't even flinch.
The salt!
Mika searches for the salt in the dark room. Johannes growls.
I can't find it!
Interior, kitchen, night. Desperate, Mika runs back upstairs to find something, anything that will work. She spots a bottle of bleach. Interior, cellar, night. David struggles to stay conscious. Mika returns, dumps bleach onto the baby leech. Instantly, its flesh sizzles and fizzes. A moment later, it detaches from David as it violently shakes and quivers until it finally goes still, dead. Mika rushes over to David. The leech bite is swollen, purple.
I'm fine.
You definitely don't look fine.
She looks around. The mattress is empty.
Where's Johannes?
David's eyes look beyond her. Mika slowly turns to see Johannes, completely transformed into a 10-foot mega leech. No longer leech-human hybrid, but a full-on blood-sucking monster with a dozen rows of serrated teeth. He looks pissed.
I'm sorry, but you made me do it. I didn't want to.
He snarls. She backs away.
You wanted to feed your baby with my baby. I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did!
Johannes advances quickly on Mika.
You don't know what it means to grow a life inside you. I'm gonna eat every bone, organ, and drop of blood in your barren body!
David struggles to his feet and steps in front of Mika.
Go! Run! You have to!
No!
He brings her in close, whispers.
Let me be the martyr. Just this once. Burn this shithole down.
With his teeth, Johannes yanks David off his feet. He tosses him in the air like a popcorn kernel, swallows him whole. Mika flees the cellar, slams the door closed. Closet. She sits on the floor, takes a moment to let out a brief sob. But Johannes is making his way up the steps, bangs against the cellar door. Bang, bang. He hits it again and again. Mika is no longer afraid, but determined to survive. Interior, cellar. Moments later. Mika returns from the kitchen with lighter fluid and a candle lighter. She swings the cellar door open, expecting Johannes. He's not there. A viscous substance drops on her head. Mika looks up. Johannes has scaled the wall and clings to the ceiling. His drool pools on the floor. He drops to the ground. Mika dives out of the way, narrowly avoids being crushed. She goes back up the cellar steps. Johannes follows her there, tries to squeeze through the doorway. He makes it halfway out before he can't go any further. He's stuck. Mika laughs, infuriating him. Mika pours the lighter fluid on the ground, but stops when she sees that Johannes is transforming again. This time, he's returned to his normal size, completely nude. Closet. Johannes smiles wickedly as he now passes the doorway easily. Mika tries desperately to ignite the lighter. Click, click. It's empty. Of course. But something isn't right with Johannes either. He pauses, holds his stomach. A gurgling sound rumbles inside him. His face and body begin swelling as he turns purple. He's expanding like a balloon on a helium tank. Kaboom! Johannes' guts and blood explode everywhere. The entire closet and cellar is covered with an impossible amount of bodily fluids. The remainder of Johannes' body begins to melt and sizzle. His head rolls off his neck and tumbles down the steps, landing on the cellar ground with a squishy thud. David is in the fetal position, drenched in Johannes' goo.
David!
Cellar. Mika runs to David, wipes away some of the goo. Weak, David lifts up an empty bag of salt.
Found the salt.
Despite the gore and sludge, Mika embraces and kisses him. Interior, bedroom, day. David rests in a chair. Mika brings him a glass of water and towel. He slowly stands.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna clean up first.
Forget it. Let's go.
Someone's gonna come looking for that bastard eventually. We can't leave it like this.
He tries to ease her concern with a weak smile.
Go on. I'll meet you at Mrs. White's house after I'm done.
Are you sure?
Celeste and Tobias need their mom right now. From now on, we're gonna be a family. A real family. I mean it.
Mika trusts him for the first time in a long while.
By the way, it's Charlotte.
Exterior, Mrs. White's house, day. Mika knocks on Mrs. White's door. As she waits, she looks at the rising sun. Optimism and relief wash over her. The door opens. It's Dr. Daniels, wearing a Santa hat. Interior, Mrs. White's sitting room, day. Mika waits on the sofa. Dr. Daniels stares at her soiled clothes and dirty face.
Excuse me for saying this, but you look a real mess.
Up all night undoing Shumash curses. What can I say?
Dr. Daniels gives her a quizzical look.
Oh, I assumed you already knew about Johannes.
Johannes is quite a troublemaker, but the Chumash aren't to blame.
Then how'd he become?
A little old world magic of the Anglo-Saxon variety.
Mrs. White enters with the twins. She sets them near Mika and opens her seed drawer, takes out an old flat lead tablet with an inscription. Mrs. White hands the tablet to Mika. The inscription reads,
"In the name of the ancient ways and the spirits of this sacred land, I cast this curse upon Johannes and his family. May his insatiable hunger for wealth and power consume him as he feasts upon the misfortune of others. Let his desires be his shackles, his obsession his prison. As he drains the life of others, let him wither and decay, a leech upon his own destiny, a parasite upon his own soul."
As Mika reads these words, her jaw drops.
My first curse tablet. Imagine my surprise when it actually worked. Oh, don't look so shocked. I couldn't let him get away with hurting my baby brother.
Thank you, sissy.
But you didn't tell us.
What difference does it make now?
Mrs. White brings over a pot of tea, pours her a cup. But Mika grows alarmed the longer she thinks on it.
I don't want any of your fucking tea.
She shoves the cup out of her face.
If it was your curse, why'd you need us to break it?
Honey, you didn't break the curse. You just killed Johannes.
He was gonna eat...
Absolutely. He was going to eat you and your children. Now he's not.
Mrs. White touches Mika's face. Mika recoils.
We're leaving Oak Creek now.
Mika stands to leave, but inwardly she panics. She senses they're not getting out that easy.
I don't think Fred will like that.
What's Fred got to do with it?
He inherits everything. including the bungalow and its tenants.
Why are you doing this?
Angry, Mika grabs her scrawny shoulders. But with one terrifying look from Mrs. White, Mika releases her grip.
Johannes was a flawed but necessary evil. He provided balance in Oak Creek. Without sacrifice, we can't keep the peace. The riffraff would take over. You know firsthand. The type I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
You belong here. With like-minded people who believe in protecting what's important. Family.
This is a bubble. It isn't reality.
You think the world out there is a reality? It's a disease. A plague that we're immune to.
Killing innocent people and babies, you're worse.
The HOA agrees that Johannes' greed got out of hand. I think you'll find Fred a reasonable alternative.
Mika fights back tears. The nightmare is far from over. She looks to Dr. Daniels, who smiles a toothless, empty smile.
Dr. Daniels, please.
Fred's a good boy. Might even be HOA president one day.
Go home. Rest up. With that useless man of yours out of the picture, you'll need to get to work. Put that green thumb to use.
From outside, the sound of sirens.
What do you mean, out of the picture?
Exterior, street, day. Mika runs holding both babies and carriers. Several police, ambulance, and fire truck vehicles are outside the bungalow. Exterior, the bungalow, day. Police escort David out of the house in handcuffs. David looks sad, helpless, as his eyes meet Mika's. Mika frantically approaches a dopey officer.
Stop! He's innocent!
Ma'am, please step out of the way.
Why are you arresting him?
The cop looks around, making sure his buddies can't hear.
For the murders of Brandon Rao and Johannes Lothmount.
You've got it all wrong. Johannes was trying to kill us.
Looks like he had them all locked in the cellar. You didn't notice? Blood everywhere. I'd never seen anything like it. Honestly, we might be looking at more than 2 victims. Caught him trying to burn the place down.
Mika's face falls as she looks down at her children.
Don't worry, you're not implicated. He admitted to everything. Plus, the Lothmount family swears to your innocence.
He points to Fred and Georgia talking to officers. Fred smiles and waves. Exterior, bungalow, front porch, day. The police wrap up. Mika stares ahead, shell-shocked, as the babies sleep in their carriers. Fred approaches.
Cute babies.
Mika cringes. She stares at Fred, hatred all over her face.
You don't have to worry. I'm not my uncle, grandpa, whatever.
I don't care.
Fred stands uncomfortably close.
I need you to know things are gonna be different. Better.
Mika turns her face away, hot tears returning.
So you can stay, but I'll have to raise the rent.
The end.
Excellent. Excellent, everybody.
Bravo! Bravo!
Fantastic. It's magical. Dominique, are you happy?
There was one thing that
One more time.
out that we had to.
Hey, David, can you give me that fall hit and reaction as well from in the shower? I'll cut that in under the voiceover.
Just
So when he falls, and that just the vocalization for what Jack just said happened. If you could just give me the Wall group version.
From Squish?
He can just do it.
He can just do it wild, and I'll cut
gotcha.
it underneath your dialogue.
Cool.
Genius.
Good, man.
Way to use your props.
I actually think it's a reaction, and then.